Today, I'm talking about the importance of helping the sell side with their models. So let's get started. I could honestly make 10 videos on why it's so important to help the sell side with their models and how companies can really benefit from doing this because it helps them get the numbers that are in the market just right. The first thing you need to realize is that analysts are busy. They are covering 30, 40, or 50 companies. Maybe they've got a team of research associates working with them, but maybe they don't. In any instance, the responsibility for getting the numbers right still falls on the analysts. So you have to have patience with them and recognize that what you know in your models, they don't know. You built the model with your FP&A team. You have perfect information. You have information from your sales teams, from your product teams. You're rolling up your GL. The sell side doesn't have access to any of that. They don't even necessarily know how all the products fit together. They don't necessarily know what the ASPs are or the unit volumes or the relative margins. So you need to recognize the disparity of information asymmetry that you have relative to them, and you have to be patient with them. So here's the thing. You've spent all this time on the model. You haven't given them all the information. They've built a pretty good model that you've looked at and you generally agree with. Why wouldn't you help them? Why wouldn't you make the go-forward numbers as easy to digest as possible? It doesn't cost you anything, and in the end, it only helps you to have models that accurately reflect your business over the next 4 quarters. In fact, I say, help them help you. Having accurate numbers in Bloomberg, in Reuters, can only help you. The worst thing that happens to companies is that they think that they're doing really well, but they didn't manage the street numbers. And so consensus is all over the place. People didn't listen to their guidance. Their models were busted. The cash flow numbers were wrong. They think they're producing a set of numbers that are ahead of what their guidance was. And the reality is they're missing consensus and the stock goes down. That's not what anyone wants. And that's just sloppy. You can really control this if you're just on your game. So how do you do this? What are some of the tricks that you can go through to really help the street with their models? Number 1, give very thorough guidance. Some people give no guidance at all. I think that's a huge mistake. We can discuss that in a different topic. Number 2, create a supplemental data sheet for modeling purposes and include it in your earnings deck and point people to it. The other thing to help them with is CapEx, particularly if free cash flow is important to you. Help people understand that detail. The bottom line is the more time you spend helping the sell side with your models, the more it will pay dividends to you in the future. And the silly thing is that I'm using an analogy of dividends, but the reality is it's true. It doesn't cost you anything. It's no extra effort really for you to help the street with their models. And why not? They're doing something nice for you by amplifying your message. Make it as easy for them to get it just right. Understand that they're busy and it will come back to help you.